everyone, and welcome to Club Reaction to Rangers 3, Hibs 2. A very, very cold night at Ibrox. Ali, I was thinking to myself, I should have done a vlog for this one because it would have certainly redeemed the last time. But yes, Ali, have you thawed out yet?
No, as you can see, hat, gloves, everything
Stupid
today.
hat here, I know.
No, that was a Christmas cracker probably for Sky Sports. I bet they've used that. I don't know if they've used that in Sky Type, but that probably was. For a neutral, probably decent. Before we get on to it though, I'd like to give just a quick shout out to Lyndon Allen from Preston Pans, who came up to me in Scotia just before the game to donate 50 quid towards the British Heart Foundation. They watched the whole podcast, but they said they'd obviously they wanted to give us the donation in person and give to Scott as well. So thanks very much. And they're away to Spain for 3 months as well, they did tell me, so that's lucky for some. But thanks very much once again, and I did pass on to Scott, don't worry. I didn't pocket it for beer.
No. Yes, thank you very much, appreciated. I will donate that. I'll do it through the British Heart Foundation website. I'll do it, and I'll put it up on the socials and stuff like that as well. So very much appreciated, thank you for that. Right, the game, mate, tonight. Honestly, a game of two halves, that is for absolute sure. The team tonight was McGregor, Tavernier, Lundstrom, Sands, Devine, Jack, Kamara, Tillman, Kent, Morelos and Fashion Sakala. I'm not going to lie, mate, when I seen the team, my heart sank just a little bit. It has just been confirmed by the gaffer after by the manager after the full time that King had a sickness bug and Cholak's got a thigh knock. Thigh knock, so both would have played tonight if that hadn't been the case. But yeah, the teammate, I was a wee bit like, oh.
Aye, because we heard for Beale that we had 4 centre halves to pick from, which was
a lie. No,
it wasn't a lie, but we were all surprised. Goldson was a big one for everyone because I think everyone had him in our heads as January would probably see him. But I honestly thought we would have seen Davies. I know he was in the when we were at hospitality on Saturday, and he said he was hoping to play, but he did come on later on. But Lundstrom and Sands. I hope that's not it going forward, to be honest.
Please don't let that happen. Look, from the get-go, Rangers didn't. I mean, it looked like it was very much a different shape, of course it was, than what we'd been seeing before. No team had really threatened. Hibs get a corner and Hibs score. Don't know how many times we need to watch this movie, but we see it all the time. I think the whole of Ibrox just let out a massive sigh when it happened. Anybody near challenging the ball, and Porteous is there to score to make it 1-0. Ali, you said it on the way down the road. Beale must have been like, going to just give us a break here for this.
I mean, this is our Achilles heel all season. A ball into the box. Everyone had a bit of a buzz going to Ibrox tonight because it was Beale. The football was back after 4 or 5 weeks, whatever it was, and it kind of put you back to reality of. This is still the same Rangers team. Yeah, we've got a new manager, but it's poor by Rangers. It's so poor, and it had to be bloody Scotia's pal, Craig Porteous, yes. And he ran the whole length of the park to go up to the Hibs fans to celebrate. And fair play, to be honest, but it was a poor start by Rangers, and we really need to address this because I know we're playing with Lundstrom and Sands, who've never really played together. Young Divine's there, but you need to deal with that. That's. I mean, he's free. Well, it's the only the guy you need to mark, and he's free.
He's at least a foot above everybody else, mate. Yeah, to put it away. Lee McGregor with no chance, and it's just one of them goals that it sucks the life right out of Ibrox and the team for that matter. Rangers did settle into it. We dominated the ball, and we did pull one back after a good work from Fashion Sakala, and it's a tidy finish from him. He just gets a wee half-yard of space, and on his left foot he buries it into the far corner, and we were back, mate. I was thinking, okay, we're rocking, we're back into the game, and immediately from the kick-off, Tav throws the ball to nobody. It's an easy as you like through ball, mate, and we've seen it so many times, especially particularly in the first half. The easiest of through balls. Look, it's a cracking finish by Nisbet. It's a great finish, but it's schoolboy defending. But again, I get that they're not centre halves, but still, it was a very Rangers thing to do.
It was. From the buzz of scoring the goal, I hadn't even sat back down. And Hibs scored, it was that quick.
Yeah.
I don't know how many seconds it was, but Hibs were trying that ball all night, that slip ball in between the centre halves, and they did it. Lundstrom, caught his heels too many times for me tonight, particularly in that first half. He just looked a fish out of water at the back. And like you say, it was a good finish by Nisbet, a great finish from him. And at that point, you're thinking, surely not, Rangers. Surely not.
Well, at half time, mate, we were thinking that.
Yeah.
I was thinking that's the same thing that we've seen. That's the same thing that we've seen. Okay, it might be a slightly different shape, slightly different style of football, but it's the same players making this, not the same errors, but it's hard to sum up what the first half was. It was a team that you could visibly see a kind of lack of confidence in.
Yeah.
And Bill has come out and said that after the full-time whistle that he's going to need time to build these players back up to the confidence levels they're going to need to be at, and the first half highlighted that.
Yeah, it was like watching Gio's Rangers team, and it is Gio's Rangers team because it's the same players. And we said at half time, you can't just expect a sudden change in this team because it's the same players. He's only been with them a couple of weeks, Beale. He can't really class that game Saturday as a game against Leverkusen. This was the first proper game. They were too safe at times. Ryan Kent for me was the only guy really trying to do something, and I thought he was decent. Ryan Kent gets a hard time sometimes, but he's the only guy we've really got there. Try and do something. He wants the ball all the time. Kamara and Ryan Jack for me the first were too safe. Wanted an extra touch.
The build-up was slow.
It was basically what we've watched all season, and I think that's what gave us the fear going into the second half.
Yeah, I think so as well, mate. We did say at half time we would have made changes personally. Yeah. If Davies was fit enough to play, then to play him and maybe move Lundstrom into the midfield, take Kamara off. I thought Kamara was very poor in the first half. In particular,
He wasn't alone though.
No, he wasn't alone, but I did think he was particularly poor. Too many touches on the ball when you could be moving it a lot quicker. And yeah, I thought, I mean, Fashion Scala did well for his goal, he did, but the rest of that first half he did absolutely nothing worked for him at all. There was no changes into the second half, mate, which maybe shocked us all, but what a difference of a team that we've seen a team coming out that were really up for it, to be honest, and we rightly got the equaliser. You could feel the equaliser coming, to be fair. Tillman does well to get his head to it, and Ryan Jack's there to tuck it away, which was tremendous for me. I enjoyed that one. That was a rather good one, but at this point, mate, when we got it back to 2 each, I did think there is only one team in this because Hibs really had nothing at this point.
Yeah, we come out in the front foot, Rangers. We looked aggressive. We were moving the ball quicker, which is I kept screaming the first half to move the ball quicker, and we were. It was coming. Sakala had a good chance just before it with a header, where Marshall did well to save it. And this one we've actually scored for a corner kick because James Tavernier whipped that ball in, and it was a flick on my Malik Tillman, so we have scored for a corner. But I was the same as you, Karen.
2 games in a row?
Yeah, I was the same as you. As soon as we went 2 each, I thought, nah, we're going to go on and win this. There was a good 30 minutes left to go, and you could feel the momentum was all with Rangers, and Hibs really weren't doing anything, to be honest.
The third goal is beautiful, genuinely, honestly beautiful. The slip ball from Tav is perfect onto Tillman. The footwork from Tillman is dreamy, absolutely dreamy, and he gets the final touch to Alfredo, who has an open goal, and Alfredo loves a goal against Hibs, and he certainly scored that and enjoyed that one, and it was 3-2. This goal, mate, is more of that, please.
Oh, it's brilliant. The ball for Tav, slip ball, like you say. Tillman, if he's got a bit of the Joe Aribo about me, where he can just hold that ball, and the way he just shuffles it and then doesn't lash at it, gets his head up and plays it Morelos for a tap in. Brilliant. And you can see what it meant to Morelos. He does the knee slide, the celebration, what you love to see. Ibrox, I could do it at Carney, which I'm not been able to do much this season.
No.
And it was brilliant. It was a fantastic goal by Rangers. And again, at that point, I thought we could kick on and score more. I really did, because the momentum was all with us. But that goal in particular, it was a fantastic goal. And Malik Tillman again, I thought the first half wasn't he really there, and then the second half he woke up, and he's one of these players, Tillman, a bit like Hadji, a moments player. He'll just provide a wee bit of what he's seen there, and he just creates, and he'll do a lot of assists for Rangers this season, Tillman.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, mate. I absolutely agree. But there was a vast improvement by all players in the second half. I thought Ryan Jack was great in the second half. I thought Kamara as well in spells was great in the second half. I think there was an improvement from everyone. I really do. And Hibs never really bothered the Rangers goal in the second half. I think we probably could have kicked on and scored another one. He did play a wee bit safe, bringing on Davis, just to kind of shore things up.
I can understand why he's doing it. He needs a win.
He needs his win for his first game. 100% could understand it. And we were unlucky a few times, a few half chances. Tillman maybe unlucky not to score with one at the near post. I get from great work from Devine. Devine was excellent for a young lad playing out of position on the left hand side. I thought he was really great. But yeah, we had 5 minutes added on time. Nick Walsh, who was awful tonight, tried his best to extend the game as long as he could, but no, Rangers are 3-2 winners, and it's a thoroughly deserved 3-2 based on the full game for me, especially the second half. I thought Rangers were much more like it in the second half. So yes, Alistair, final thoughts and your man of the match of tonight, mate.
Delighted to get 3 points. It's good actually to come out of Ibrox with a smile on your face.
Yes, it does.
We thought it was going to be the same old, but no, you need to give them credit. Rangers, they came out and they showed something. They showed a bit of character. So I was delighted for that. We roll on to Tuesday night. We need to get players back at the back line. Davies for me, he came on the last 5-10 minutes, played left back. He's got to play centre half against Aberdeen. Goldson, I don't think we'll see Goldson for a couple of weeks. We may see him 10-15 minutes in a game, but I can't see him starting. So Davies, if we can get him in, will be massive. Young Devine, like you say, I thought he was very good for a boy who's right back. He's a right back, remember, playing left back. I think he could slot in there at left back at the Todder on Tuesday as well. But
I think it probably will be him.
Yeah, I would play him.
Yeah. Is that your man of the match?
No.
Who's your man of the match?
Oh, sorry, that man of the match. My man of the match tonight, overall, based on both halves, would be Ryan Kent. I thought Ryan Kent was good the first half. I thought he tried to make things happen, and I thought he was very good the second half. I thought he was back to the Ryan Kent that we've seen under Beale and Gerrard. More of a free role. If I had to give it just based on the second half, it would be Ryan Jack for me. I thought he was very good, but Ryan Kent for me overall.
That's very, very interesting, mate. The match sponsors gave it to
Devine,
yeah, and it's a tough one. It really is a tough one, but especially because you are really basing it on the second half. Because I say not much to write home about in the first half at all. So yeah, I'm going to stick with the match sponsors. I'm going to give it to Devine, just because he's kind of came in pretty much out the cold. He's not really had a sniff at all when he's came in at left back, and I thought he did himself no damage at all tonight. I thought he was very positive, keen to get up and down the wing as much as he can, full of enthusiasm, and it was a great way for him to. I think that's his league debut at Ibrox.
Devine?
Is it? I don't know.
No.
Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong.
He's played a cup game.
Yeah, has he?
Yeah,
has he? No, I probably has. But anyway, no, I'll give it to Devine. I thought he was particularly good. So yes, 3 points at long last. It was great to get there, and Michael Beale is off to a winning start, and that's all you can ask for tonight. Arthur, thank you very much for tonight, mate, and I'll speak to you tomorrow night.
Yeah, well, I keep forgetting it's this Thursday night again. Sky Rounder Saturday 3 o'clock kick-off. But no, I'll take that, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night with Club Preview. I think we're all on tomorrow night, so I'll speak to you all then. We are Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. Cheers, everybody.